Hey yo, what's up?
We're back. We're already back. And look, here's Kovo.
We were about to see the face of a million angels.
What?
I said we were about to see the face of a million angels. Yeah, it looked like you were about to get yourself get your face on camera.
Yeah, I turned the camera off, but then it turned on again when I came in. That's all it. Dirty. Anyway,
Damn it. I could have gone blind.
That's why you're saying damn it to that.
I don't know.
also luckily I turned my camera off because I'm shirtless right now. So yeah, can't show that on YouTube.
Why are you shirtless?
I'm always shirtless when I'm at my house.
Who's gonna see your abs? Your family? You
No,
creep?
but it's just because I'm more comfortable without my shirt.
Listen, I could see that if it was like summer or whatever, but like it's still spring. It's still fucking March.
God, I've never wanted it. It's weird. I've never wanted a month to end as much as this one. Like, it's been such a fucking long month.
Yeah.
I just want it to be over already.
Also, it's gonna be April Fool's soon.
It's gonna be what now?
April's Fool's. The prank holiday.
Can we just acknowledge that he's just an April Fool?
That reminds me of a story you once
That's
said
not how
when
you pronounce April.
you were doing a prank war. Can you imagine Mario and Luigi doing a fucking prank war? That would be kind of funny.
Boy, to have that back. Can I imagine what now?
Can you imagine if Mario and Luigi had a prank war?
I'd win.
Shift that computer.
It hit the controller while I'm at it.
So pull out your controller. Your controller does it.
I don't know why.
No
I
one
just
is-
imagine like I don't know why. I just imagine like if Mario and Luigi traded their girlfriends.
Casey's not even his girlfriend yet. They haven't even official.
What? I did not hear anything.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
All you need to do, Kobu, is you need to prepare for us to get incredibly lost and not have any idea where we're going for about an hour or so.
I mean, that's your
Yeah, that sounds-
that's your everyday life. So no, I'm kidding.
No, that sounds about right.
I wonder
Oh.
if Swedish will join.
I was saying that as a joke, but I didn't think it was actually accurate.
I mean, I get lost in my memory. Does that count?
I mean, it's being lost, so.
Honestly, you two
Anyway.
should become like video game testers or like professional video game players.
Closer. A little bit more to the right. There you go. Oh, that's fun. Okay.
How many stars he has?
Yeah, I got a little busy. I have a lot of free time, so I play this a lot.
Would you like to erase a file? You erase a file, you ass!
What?
Welcome to Mario Wonderland. And through the adventure source, pay a visit to the castle ahead. Oh, right, I can't launch them. I'm gonna be so, like, not used to this for a couple minutes. Don't worry, I know how to dive. That's always a good thing, right? Hey, Yoshi.
Oh, Yoshi. That's a say Yoshi.
He said something. I don't really know what he said though. By the way, I think I'm gonna go get a red star immediately. So that's what I'm gonna do. To do so, I have to go this way.
Damn it! Don't you hate when you go over a cave and then you immediately end up underwater?
I hate when that happens. It's always the worst part of this game, honestly.
No!
I still never get sick of that.
No! No! Damn it, dude! I didn't mean to get smacked in the face.
Luke, I am your father. No!
What? Where did that come from? Sweeties is here.
That he is,
Sup,
and he
guys?
doesn't have his profile.
Ah, damn. Hey, Kobo, I blame you.
Why do you always go for me whenever something glitchy happens? I'm not a hacker.
Did I say hacker? No, because you're just simply a bad luck. That's why.
Bad luck.
Yeah, you are the anti-leprechaun.
Roy, I could never forget to breathe.
Really? Really? Because I thought I would take your breath away.
Anyway,
It's like how you stopped.
that pun was so tight, but I had to stop for a second.
God damn. Are you going the right way?
Of course I'm going the right way. I know where I'm going. And then this is the last one.
Oh, look Look at that, it's red.
It is a star that is red.
Now let's do it would be.
Oh boy. So, what are you guys been up to?
Power star would do my
I've been up too much. I'm tired now, so
So, Mr. Roy, have you found a new
Yes.
gym?
I've been looking around, but I haven't really found anything yet.
Is there any?
You mean it's a what? Oh, why?
Is there any gym
Oh,
that's
shit,
open?
is there?
24 Is there any
I'll go check that
gym
out
that's
later.
open? Is there any gym that's
Oh,
open
why?
24/7?
I don't know 24/7. I don't know if the Y is, but that's my best shot. I'll probably start going there. I mean, I'd be down for that. Y's are pretty good.
The Y, not just a Y. The Y.
So, Mr. Kubo,
We? I mean, yes.
so a birdie told me that you are on the FBI's most wanted
Yeah, sure.
because you are being, slacking off, and you're have been robbing 15 national banks in the US and in Canada.
That is not my style.
Yeah, well, what is your style?
Roy, his style is Harry Styles.
This? Yeah, boys know what it was. To be fair, does seem like the kind of guy that would listen to Harry Styles. Also, what the
I
fuck
don't-
are you doing?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm
if
playing a
Kubo
video
did-
game, Roy. What does it look like?
To be honest, though, I wouldn't be surprised that Kubo is much into breakdance.
What? Breakdance? I mean, I did do it a few times when I was younger.
Oh my god, this fucking penguin.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Huh. I just looked when
Up here?
I just looked up when did breakdance. I did just look up when breakdance came to Canada. Was in late 1970s or early 1980s.
Mhm.
I mean, Kubo was even born around I think 1920s.
My
So he's over 100 years old.
I believe you
Definitely
found it.
not.
Kyle, you found her, baby.
At last.
Fire, sir.
Well, trying to find Kubo's baby.
If you want to feel the wind at your back, try jumping in the hole on the left. The sensation can't be beat. I've got my own hole in the far end. I'm sorry. Okay.
So I'll be handling turns. You're just gonna get a couple stars, and I get a couple stars.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, those stats.
Probably.
Well, I gotta practice, remember, because this is gonna be important for later. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Kubo.
Yes?
Is a Canadian court system like a British version or like the US version?
Kinda what?
Do a barrel roll.
Canadian court,
Can't do a
trials.
barrel roll in this game.
Oh, I don't
Because
know.
we're
I
not-
never went to
That's
court,
okay.
but
No, I mean,
guess.
if you've seen any court shows in Canada that's based in Canada.
Well, I don't really watch those, so.
Nothing.
That was the most intense nothing I've ever seen in my life.
No shit, Sherlock.
Damn. Just got yourself electrocuted. What booby traps?
Okay, you guys have probably you guys remember. Guys, you remember from the. Do you remember from Home Alone when it Marv when he ended up in electrocuted on that sink?
Yeah.
That is how cool will look like in the morning when he wakes up because he has a long hair.
Mario, please. Mario.
You don't know that.
Mario. There you go.
You just confirmed it, dude.
But well, I don't really have long hair anymore. But they are getting there.
Okay,
Jesus.
you guys
You
have
can't make
probably
this shit
seen.
up.
Guys, what do you think of the hairstyle that was
That
very
spawns
common?
up there, right?
What do you guys think of the hairstyle that was very common and popular during the 1980s?
You have a load of this.
Um,
Oh,
the
Jesus.
what's that? The hockey style. What do you guys think of that one?
Completely. What did you say, Swedish?
What do you guys think about the popular style of hair, the hairstyle back in from the 80s, the hockey style?
What kind of style is that again? Like, what does it look like? I don't remember what it looks like.
Well, basically, like almost like if you're like being shaving the side of your head, not entirely shaved, but just short hair, like a ponytail, and the part of top of your head is just much growing out. It was very popular among many. I think
I don't know how I did that.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, right, I can't backflip.
Let's go see here if I can find. If I can find this
Jesus
time.
Christ. I would never know.
Let's go see what's in English.
At some point, like, you had. At some point, I kind of wanted to say, you just say run.
The style is called mullet.
The what?
The hairstyle that what I'm referring to is called mullet.
Don't know about that one.
Okay. Have
Honestly,
you seen?
the only like old style type of hairstyle that I know is like the bowl cut.
Well, this one was really popular in the 1980s. In Sweden, it's usually called hockey, ice hockey style or something. But it's basically okay. Have you guys seen how Richard Dean Anderson looked like back in the 80s when he played as the MacGyver? Hang on, I probably can if I can find better. Let's see, I can probably find it and put it on Discord so you guys will see yourself. This is a very more common, popular. Let's see if I can find a very good one. Here we go. Here's one.
I'll check it out in a minute.
Yeah, once you turn this up.
Have you guys noticed that this corner changed recently?
I said I don't even have an account, so there you go.
There we go. I put it on Discord.
All day.
Oh, I didn't even turn it off, huh?
Certainly didn't.
Hold on, I'll get that real quick.
Sour Gummy 1118. Brian Fans 76.
She's from my first set.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Well, that is, if you saw the picture, Kobo, that is usually what it looks like back in the 80s, at least one of the more common one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Kobo, have you heard of Clint Eastwood?
Of what?
Clint Eastwood?
Clint Eastwood, you said?
Yeah.
You get that first try, Lux.
That's, I think that's an actor.
He's like a Western movie actor, yeah.
There is actually one.
Is he the one who did the Good, Bad, and Ugly?
Don't know. But there is actually one movie that he is he is pretty funny. And in this movie, he actually has orangutan as his companion. The funny thing is, one of the funny scenes that this orangutan is standing on some tires that is laying flat on the ground, and Clint he put out his fingers and say bang, and this first he hold up this like a gun fingers, and this orangutan he just hold up his arms like I give up, and then it's like bang, and then falls down backwards like it's been shot.
Look at
and this orangutan is even boxing. I believe it's called Every Which Lay But Loose. It's a pretty good. It's somebody saying that at least one of the most famous actor, Bruce Willis, is no longer going to be in any form of acting for the rest of his life. He is officially retired due to the fact some medical condition.
I think that was from the radiator. Hope so. It's hot as hell, though.
Oh man.
I keep forgetting I can't long jump.
It's not Super Mario.
Oh, you guys. The funny thing is, when I went into one of the stores here where I live, just about the other day, these are just smaller shopping. I did see in a smaller toy section, they actually has two figures from Mario characters, Luigi and Mario, like a keychain or something like that, like almost like a small plushie. And it's
Well, yeah, we got tons of those sorts of things. You think we didn't?
okay. This might be a little bit. This might be a bit sour question.
Ow!
Have any of you guys known anyone that has have been in a hospital for blood clots?
I don't think so.
What?
Blood clots, like it's a little in the blood vessels anywhere in your body. It's one of the sort of mass. It's blocking the blood vessel
Jump up there.
from the
maybe.
blood flow. They can be quite serious if they're
Yeah.
big enough. And the reason I ask is because Faiga's younger brother, well, her only brother, was recently in the hospital.
Yikes.
Yeah. And the worst case in this, if those blood clots are gonna end up, and if the blood clots could have been in near a heart or a brain, it can usually be fatal.
I mean, of course.
But luckily, though, they were able to treat him for this, and it turned out this is actually inherited. Well, means that it's if he has kids, it's very likely they will also inherit it from him.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's unfortunately this is one of the many things that is about genetics. But it's just
About there.
you know sometimes when there is so like I say, if there's like some form of illness or some medical condition, like say autism, for example, in my family, I'm the only one who has autism. No one other in my family has it. Or if there was anyone in the family who had it, or let's say Kubo. Let's say, for example, if you so let's say from your grandmother, if she had epilepsy, that means also
Line
that
controller.
that could also mean that your mother could also be born with that condition, including yourself.
Oh, that's smart.
But sometimes when happens, sometimes when it happens that if someone in the family has this condition, that's usually maybe a grandparent, and then usually their own child. That means your parent may have it, but sometimes you may not have it because sometimes it can skip maybe just one or two generations. But it's not necessarily meaning that you still have the gene that you could transfer that to your child in future.
Objective to get this.
But epilepsy is nowadays can be treatable. I know at least I know in fact of a few friends or classmates when I was in school had it. And it's
shouldn't discuss it.
and people who has this epilepsy are very sensitive to lights, especially flashing lights, like fast flashing. I remember when this was around just before I finished school, was around 18. What happened is that we went to this I think the biggest amusement park in Sweden on the west coast for a few days, and there was this kind of like a haunted house attraction, kind of, but a spook, not less than as people jumping out or anything. But there was one section.
I shot getting that from Pride, by the way.
There was only one section in this park that had this like a lights that were flashing so fast. And when he went back, when we were returned to our room at the hotel, let's say he felt shit, like really bad. He felt so bad that sometimes when people having epilepsy and they have this, were exposed to some fast flashing like that, it can trigger a very negative response in the brain. And I don't know if it's, since I'm not medical trained, is I think it's maybe possible that it could end up in coma, or just simply feeling really shitty in general. And there were no signs of any of these people that if they had epilepsy, should have been warned, like a warning sign or anything. The people they've been telling that there was something like that. That is pretty bad, honestly. I mean, considering how many people visit this particular amusement park every single
wait, is that when,
year.
I mean, what's the peak you're referring to? I know about the, but is it the Tomodachi life or whatever? You weren't paying attention.
Come again?
Hope? Kamikaze?
I said come again.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I don't know. So yeah, so basically, what that form of that part of the track, at least the ride, they didn't have any signs that shown that could cause any medical condition, because that class metal point, yeah, let's say he felt so bad at that, even at the same after we returned back to the hotel. I mean, he felt so sick, and it's just not really expecting much. believe me, it's not really. If you have epilepsy and if you don't get it treated, worst case scenario, it can be fatal.
Oop.
And it is not even this is, and this is also, it's not like you can just cure it either. It's, as far as I can tell, it is incurable.
Yeah.
Many conditions like that, which is genetic, is well, incurable. Some can only like MS, or Alzheimer's is unfortunately still incurable.
Look at you, Marty.
But unfortunately for Kuba's case, Alzheimer's is pretty much early for his development.
What?
Don't you fucking cry at me.
I said that
Alright, it's up to you.
in Kuba,
Make good use of the stick.
I said in Kubo's case, it's very late for you, Kubo, because you have early signs of Alzheimer's already, because you're also get forgetful.
What? I don't have that.
Oh, you sure? Or is it simply the dementia?
Hiya.
I mean, I know that game guy
No
has
one
dementia.
thought also. That fly guy though, he went to show.
Okay, the only thing is for Kubo, he may not even have dementia or Alzheimer's, but he has, how to say it? He has hypersexuality, sexual condition. Quite literally. And for Game Guy, he has the early dementia.
That's not a lie. I have a terrible, terrible memory.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that Roy, he is not a dementia or anything, but more like hyperactive. Mild anger issue.
Nah, I ain't got
Roy with anger issues, I don't think he has those.
You
I
never
can
know.
confirm that he doesn't.
I mean, he doesn't get nothing.
And Kubo may also have one other condition.
I don't get angry.
And the other
Hey, yo, thanks
condition
for
Kubo,
throwing me across the.
and the other condition that Kubo has is just basically the standard stupidity. He's just simply stupid.
Hey, at least I have
mean,
fun
cool.
in what I do instead of being
Well, I mean-
serious.
Well, I mean, Kubo, you win the stupid award every single year in Canada. So, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, if you get all the red points
And-
here, I'm fine with it.
And for Malachite, he wins also a prize. Busiest person in Canada, in the US.
What?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if like, uh, um, this is also something I also heard from my dad today. Trump, well, no, not him, but um, he had sent some person, some group of people to Greenland, try to talk to people there, thinking
Oh,
or at least
actually,
asking what they think, asking what they think about um,
I don't like the way he
Greenland
says.
be part of the U.S. Here's the thing: this group of
Uh,
people, they actually went to this homes there, knocked, and they refused to even open the door for them. They didn't even want to talk to them. Yep.
I have something incredibly stupid I want to share with everyone because I think it's really fucking dumb. Uh, so I forget where I heard this, but I was doing my thing. I was on the internet or whatever, and I saw this news thing, and it's like, and apparently Elon Musk and some other person is gonna try to get rid of Sesame Street, and it's like because apparently they're like, oh, anti-Semitic and anti-Nazi and anti-woke and blah, 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 blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, yeah, and my response is, holy fuck no. I mean, first of all, Elon Musk, where in the hell do you see any sign of Nazi racism or anything like that in the
what's
show?
it anti or whatever? I forget exactly
Yeah,
what it
I
said.
mean, yeah, but where
Sorry,
he does it?
don't touch that.
So
No, I know
yeah,
not to touch that point.
I mean, so where in the hell does he see those signs of that anywhere in the show? They are talking about teach. They're teaching. Yeah,
That's
because
just
they're
his
teaching.
excuse.
They're just
That's not a
teaching
fucking
younger.
excuse.
They're only teaching children about the alphabet and how to count and how to be in society, how to be
Hey,
as a true friend to someone. But like, that is just insane. Really. What's next? What is next? Pokemon to compare to as.
can I get the start and I'll
I
get the
mean,
two? Alright, sure.
what if the Elon Musk would compare Pokemon as monster worshipping? I would like, dude, sure, Pokemon is involved in place of pocket monster, but there is no way in hell that Pokemon company
During
will
your
take that
turn, I kind of
kindly.
look up what it said.
So yeah, but
The
seriously,
credentials, I mean.
yeah,
Alright,
but trust me though, if Trump or even an Elon Musk in this case had done this, there is no way to say what they were to stop doing it. I mean, saying that this contains certain items, certain elements, that is what they claim. But
Here you
the
go.
thing is, so sort of the question is asked here: when is he referring to this? Is it from the very start, or it's only currently it is about? What is it those signs appearing? If it's from the very start, that's from the like late 60s. It's like there is no way in hell that any of this will even be possibility that. I mean, Sesame Street has been around for years, and all of us here grew up. Okay, what is next? He has something singing about Thomas and Friends do the same thing, that they were showing the same signs on that
If they
show.
say anything like that towards that show, I'm gonna write an alert to them and tell them they can go fuck themselves up their own ass.
Hmm. Yeah. Well,
That will be very, very pissed.
dude. I mean, do you believe me? When he only mentioned that about Sesame Street, like I said, that show had been run since the 60s. And I wouldn't be surprised if there is fans, older generations and current new ones, who are responding to this, especially older generations, like let's say our parents, our grandparents, have been growing up watching this series over the years, and they have been happy. If they said something about Barney the dinosaur, okay, that show itself is similar as Sesame Street.
I mean,
It's very
to be honest,
similar.
I did watch a little bit of that when I was
Terrible,
growing
man.
up, but I don't like the new reformed version.
No, maybe not so, but even Barney the dinosaur is. I mean, Barney the dinosaur and uh, Sesame Street are very similar. I mean, they are focused on the same uh, audience, the age range or audience, and almost the same basic lessons, like how to
Yeah,
be.
but like
But even
Barney isn't
so,
nearly good.
I mean, true, but still, it even doesn't even. I mean, even if it's okay, this is
I
just the
don't
thing.
think like
So even if that, despite that they know that Elon Musk have been focused on Sesame Street, would have not been saying that he would even focus on any other popular franchise that have been around for years? What if he start to focus on like Disney? I mean, what if he would even compare, say, the some of the original classical movies? Say, okay, some actually thinking, some actually said that the classic Snow White is assigned to communist and some other elements in it, or it's just no, it's just. And I also heard that the actress who plays Snow White in the new version, she compared the prince in the original movie as a stalker.
what?
It, yeah, that's what she said about it. And she, okay, get this. She had only seen the movie once, that from 1930s, and she hated it. She didn't even like it. She was scared from it. Then why would you even? Okay, if you didn't, if you were scared from the original and only saw it once, then why would you stand up? Why would you even? Well, why would you even apply to play the role as Snow White in the new version? Hmm? Doesn't make sense in that. And also that, as I did mention this in my stream yesterday. And okay, Genga, you remember when you saw the Seven Dwarfs when the way before the movie came out, when
Yeah,
they
it looks
released a picture, yeah. And get this, they finally revealed one small detail about that in a video I saw this only about a couple of days ago. During the production, the first in fact that only two people who was playing the roles at the dwarves, they were only shorter, they were slightly shorter than average height, or the rest of the characters were in average height. But then they decided later to scrap they usually scrap the idea of using actors. And the whole idea later that the seven dwarfs who doesn't want to play the roles, there are no actors. They are completely CGI. It is entirely. And then there were actually some other famous uh, little people actors. Um, okay, I don't remember his name, but you guys have you guys seen the Game of Thrones? This the little person, the man. Um, excuse me here, I can see. Uh, okay, excuse me
I
here.
didn't
Who's
hear this number.
who wanted to play this? Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage. He actually He commented about this, and he said they didn't even ask the little person community. But it turns out Disney did ask around that particular community, asking how they would respond, how to react to this. And they, according to them, they had no negative about it. I mean, first of all, when the actress who played the role for the new movie, this new Snow White, that like I said, she had only seen it just once, and she was so scared of the movie. Then why would she apply to play the role as Snow White? And she even had the audacity to compare the prince for the original as a stalker. But this newsflash, he didn't even appear in the movie only 2 times in the whole movie. That was in the beginning when she met him at the castle, and then later when he appeared in near the end. He was even searching for Snow White. He only saw them. He only saw her in that coffin. He was even stalking her. He was even. I mean, he never even appeared anywhere else throughout the movie. Only in the beginning and near the end. That's it. So why would she compare that as a stalker? Well, it's just a little weird.
If she wanted to be technical, the only one she could compare it to a stalker would be the evil queen, because she was the one that wanted to, get rid of Snow White.
Exactly. And get this. Another thing is about that. As you remember how the evil queen died in the original?
She fell off a cliff thanks to a lightning strike and a boulder falling on her head.
Bingo. But that didn't happen in the new one. That is completely changed. I can say this.
Well, then the new version, how the hell did she die?
I get to that. The magical mirror she had, Jonathan, turns out he was a thief. He was a young male thief in the same town, and he and Snow White actually get married near the end of the movie. So he may not actually. So he was replaced as the prince, but he was even noble or royalty. He was just a common thief. But that concept is not even new. You ever think referred more like Aladdin? He was just a common street rat or common street thief. And it's just the same thing as much a concept that. So I don't see much wrong with that. But the thing that's how the evil queen died in the new version is that they smashed the mirror in pieces. And another thing is how that happened at the same moment as the mirror was smashed into pieces. The queen herself, he smashed into pieces as well. Turns out the mirror was the source of her magic. And when the mirror was destroyed, she was destroyed in pieces. But here's the newsflash. The mirror restored itself. I mean, it repaired itself. But the queen was no longer alive. She was dead. If that itself was a complete ending from the original when she fell off the cliff during the lightning. But in the new one, complete change. So I say, this is a bullshit movie. And it just proved my statement. They ruined the classics. I mean, think about it. Since there are a few other classical movies that's coming out with the next few years, like Hercules is coming out soon, Bambi is coming out, and just to be saying this, now we know for the fact that Bambi is official, it's going to be released as a new version of this whole thing. It's not to be saying this, but if the Disney had already totally screwed up about the classical ones, there's no way to say how much it will ruin this Bambi series movie, or even dare I even say it. Robin Hood. And even Robin Hood is going to be a remake. And that one, if they really screwing that up, okay, I'm actually going to be watching Lilo and Stitch movie when they're coming out. Because for many reasons, since Lilo and Stitch movie, the original, is a classic. I love it. And I'm also curious to see how Ganto, that's giant captain, will be looking like. And I'm actually curious to see how much of the original they're keeping in the movie, and especially, um, okay, game guy. Since you've seen much of the movies and the series, do you remember from the first movie when Lilo and Stitch is walking into Nani's room, and Lilo says, "Watch this," and she literally puts uh,
She puts one of
Stitch.
Stitch's claws on the record player.
Yeah, exactly. If that is removed from the movie, I will shit bricks. I would not be happy. It's just one of the classic iconic scenes in that movie. And if they're removing that one, okay. There was actually I did talk to some of my coworkers earlier this week about the new movie, and they all agreed. This is that it's just not okay. It's just how they were just going to replace and all some of the details. It's just how things are, you know. I mean, I understand. Okay, the one of the things I mentioned them.
Wait,
If you remember, if you remember Jumba and Peakley when they were on Earth, they were just wearing a wig and a fake mustache and some human clothes. That didn't happen in the new version. Instead, they're using holograms, covering themselves to appear as a human. And I don't think that
Oh,
is made.
please.
But
It
okay,
would have been.
even though that may not actually, um, even if it may not be as a part of the classic, but I think I give them the credit for being so creative, came up with a new details. I think, okay, first of all, I don't think they even thought of that when they first made the first movie, right?
If
And since then, if that
if
even
it were
happened
up
in
to,
the
if it were up to me, I'd make sure I would kind of carry like ideas from the original to like the 2003 movie when Sparky, one of Stitch's cousins, was introduced, and then showing them meeting the other cousins as
true,
they were coming along one at a time.
yeah, but even so, but you had to give them credit for like the introducing a new way to disguise themselves. Because when the first movie came out, they may not even have thought about it. Another thing is, there is, if you guys remember when that spaceship is flying through the jungle, that was actually also in an earlier stage of the production of the movie. Turned out to actually be the ship was supposed to be flying through a city, but that was eventually removed due to the fact of 9/11 because the movie was released shortly after 9/11, and since the 9/11 was still much a very heavy, was still much fresh in people's minds and memories that that particular event happened. So they decided to change from a city into a jungle. But you may wonder if you have been seeing this on in because this particular scene cannot be seen in any of the DVD or Blu-ray bloopers or anything. It can only be seen one on YouTube, and I have no idea why. But even this game guy said he is very excited to see the new version of Stitch. But I said once again, this I'm also very excited, but I'm also very cautious considering how the other movies that have been done so far on the Disney's like remakes, some of the movies had actually been so bad. They really changed so much in the classical ones in this. So you may understand why I'm so cautious about the new version of Disney's Lilo and Stitch. But even at this, Game Guy,
Yo,
boy, do you guys
I just
think
thought of
if
something.
this
Oh yeah, what's that? Hold on. Right, what were you gonna say? I
do
thought
you
it
guys
sounds
think
stupid, but I'm not too sure if it's actually true. I get the feeling maybe part of the reason why they made these fucking remakes in the first place was so people can have more appreciation of the originals. I mean,
that might be
I mean, people
but
like the originals fine.
Okay, but if
Dude,
that
it's
is true,
fucked
then
up.
why didn't
People are like, "Oh shit, what we
Okay.
had was so much better than this shit." Let's appreciate it, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
but
if they wanted them to keep close to the originals, why didn't they watch the originals first to get a good personality of them before making these crap ass versions of them in the first place?
exactly. Oh, there is actually one thing I forget to mention about the new Snow White. Um, here's the thing.
What?
Here's another thing.
I'm standing on an invisible boat.
There is actually one detail I forget to mention. The one of the people that was working, one of the people that was working behind the original Snow White 1937. This guy, he said that his father would have been very disappointed on this how they changed his work, and he said himself that he is not going to buy a ticket to see this movie. And I understand why. Considering how much work they did put into the classical movie. I mean, if you're looking into this, the original Snow White from the Brother Grimm's version, the hit in this story, is way darker compared to Disney's version.
There it is. Oh, fuck 'em.
But Game Guy, Roy, do you guys think it's a possibility they might actually continue to make the rest of the sequels of Lilo and Stitch if this one is good success?
One.
I mean, I could say it right now if they did. Also, another character you need to think about what they were how they would play that out Swedish is the head councilwoman.
Well, I have no idea. I mean,
But
I actually,
I
yeah,
can tell you right now, I could just about see Sparky being cool and nicely designed for a live action. Because Sparky was the first of Stitch's cousins to come along.
you know what? Lilo and Stitch. I can look it up though on if the Council Woman is gonna be in this new version. I kind of looked it up. Let's see here. Because I have no idea if she. But I mean, she was in the first in the
Councilwoman should
original.
not be forgotten.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Yonda, Peakley. Uh, yeah, she's actually gonna be in this. Ooh, you know. Oh wait, actually. Yeah, so I'm actually. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Gun. Is he gonna be in there?
I'm bringing shit in.
Dude,
Too
I
much
just
shit, I
looked,
say.
dude, I just looked into the cast of the Lilo and Stitch. I just noticed one detail. Goomba, Legunta, or Leganto, he is not even part of the movie.
Oh no.
The alien captain that's been assigned to
Maybe.
capture it in the cast of the characters, the voice actors of the different key characters. Um, but Ganto, the alien captain, the tall one, he's not even part of the. He's not even in the list of characters. He only mentions Stitch, Lilo, Nani, Jumba, Peakley, uh, someone called David Kawina, uh, a social worker, Bubbles, the Grand Councilwoman, and a woman who is in her 70s, and some sort of manager, but not even. I mean, Goomba, like Ganto, he's not even part of. He's not even in the section of this voice actors or that at all. If he is not even part of the movie, I would be really disappointed because he's a key role in this whole franchise. I mean, if they would have making a live action series of the King a Lilo and Stitch, if he's never even in that series either, they are ruining the whole thing. Believe me, he may not seem important, but he is.
I don't even know
Okay,
who you're talking about.
Ganto, this is alien captain from the Little Stitch, the one who is a partner with Ruben.
Hmm.
That he was hired
Yeah,
by
but it
a
was
later,
stronger than the
but
name doesn't ring a bell at all.
well, he was also eventually hired by Hamsterville. That's the hamster-like alien. Hang on, let's see if I can find on Discord if I can find on that. Um,
Also, Cal, where the hell are you going?
okay,
Trying to find the last Bitcoin, I don't know where it is.
okay. Just look at Discord right now for just a moment. You will see who I'm referring to.
Hold on. Just stay there for a second. It's just standing there. Menacingly! Oh yeah, him.
Yeah,
Really? You had to do that meme?
because if he is not even part of the movie, it's not the same.
It was standing
Because
there. It was menacingly.
it's just of how many things that they are. Okay, guys. Since Pocahontas is not going to be a remake, but if they did, do you think it could work?
God, with how people act nowadays with race and shit, there's no way in hell that would work.
Mm-mm. Neither. I don't think so. I mean,
I hate to say I agree, but I kind of agree.
just considering how the Disney.
It's
Okay,
a
when the
sensitive
first,
topic. You have a
yeah,
point. People would, you know what the problem is though? People would freak out. Like, no matter who they chose for Pocahontas, people would freak the fuck out about it. I know for a
same
fact they
thing.
would.
Okay, same thing is from here. Like,
It
I've
doesn't
ever
matter
seen.
who they choose, no matter how well they do it, people will freak out.
Yeah,
Well, people
and how
freak
about
out about
this?
everything.
Well, that might be true also.
I mean, you're
But
right.
okay, consider from this. When Disney announced
Especially
back,
about this.
I mean, consider is one thing. When Disney announced back in 2019 when they were making the remake or readapt live action adaptation to several classical movies, and the first one was of course Aladdin from that 2019, which I did see. And when I saw it, it was not lived. It didn't even live up to much as the original. They literally changed the genie from being just a free genie, rather from being a human, and so many other classical ones.
You already know
And
it's on the boat.
so when they're planning for making a live action, and so when they're planning to making the movie of Bambi, Hercules, it's not like the first one they're making. There have probably been others in the past, but okay, Bambi. You guys probably remember the scene when Bambi, Stumpy, or Stumper,
That was a.
and when they're talking.
Is it? It's,
Guys, do you remember when Bambi and his friend Stumper when they meeting up with Flower in a movie?
that's a good quest. Does anyone here know if James Woods is still alive?
Jane who? Jane who?
Because I don't know
Jane
if he
Watson?
is.
Did you say Jane Watson?
James Woods.
James Woods?
No,
I
I said
think so.
James Woods.
The
The
actor?
guy who did Hades in Hercules, and that's part of the movie.
Wait, is he the one that's also appeared in the Family Guy? That annoying Peter? No, that James Woods.
Yeah, he showed up in
Yeah,
Family Guy, but
it-
let's be honest with each other. We all know him because of Hercules.
he's actually alive.
I say we
It's
get him to
alive.
reprise his role as Hades.
But
That's
thinking about it, it's just the
that
thing
would be
is
so
about
awesome.
that. There might be a slight problem in that. It's just it's not since that movie had even last time I checked, that movie has even been since last time I checked, Disney hadn't even released any Disney hadn't even released any adaptation release date from that remake of that movie at the moment. Let's go see here. Come on, where are you?
So there's
Uh,
they didn't have any, like news about the remake at all.
Yeah, Hercules is gonna be a remake, but it hasn't even been given any release date yet. The only ones that hasn't been given us is Hercules.
That's great. That means that they have plenty of time to get James Woods to agree.
I mean, yeah, true. But considering at least one thing, considering that this
Roy,
um
you're going the wrong way.
and considering that okay, for one example, considering that Moana is having its first live action next year, and um
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and that
That's
there is here is another thing that might actually not may work. It's just James Wood is 77 years old currently. So it's and like I said, this movie had the remake hasn't even given an official release date yet. So the movie may actually be released within the next 5 years.
Coldane particle test.
So during this time, James Wood may actually even either consider retiring from acting, voice acting, or he's gonna pass away before that movie is even made. Anything of those possibilities can happen. Actually, yeah, I mean, it's an example,
It's still
and
it's still possible for him to say yes.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not like impossible. It's just one of those scenarios that you just never know because. But
I
since,
just think it would be really cool because let's be honest
yeah,
with each other. Hercules is
well,
probably going to suck too as a live action movie.
Oh
And
yeah,
Hades was the best part of the movie. So if they can get him back and
I mean,
make the
considering
movie
that
actually good, that'd be great.
well, I mean, considering at least one thing, Robin Hood is also being said to be in release. Robin Hood, the Aristocats, Bambi, and Tangled, or at least a few of the movies that has been planned for being a remake. But you can't say exactly asking when those movies going to be released because there aren't any official release date. Oh, that reminds me. What if? What if they actually would make a remake, a live action of Frozen? That's might be tricky though. But
A remake of what?
even of Frozen. But
Oh, I mean, it would
yeah,
work
if
probably as live action, but
I mean, okay, give this. They actually had
God,
kind of.
did I talk about something real quick? Oh boy,
I mean,
you know it's bad when he wants to talk. Go ahead, Roy. So apparently, Moana 2 sucked. Like actual ass. Like I don't know what the hell they were doing, but whatever it was, they burned that pot like a fucking I don't know what when they were cooking that damn movie. I didn't watch it, but from what I hear, like apparently it felt you know how the Aladdin movies, like the direct to DVD movies, were kind of like pilots to the show. Apparently that's what the movie was going for. Going to, I mean. Yeah.
wow. But and
they were like
speaking of,
apparently they're like it's kind of like a compilation of the movie of like the show apparently because apparently they made him on the show for whatever reason. It's like what people are like comparing it to or whatever.
you know,
Well, the live action movie of Moana is going to save it, obviously.
don't give up hopes on that.
Maybe
But
that's what it's
here's,
doing. You know,
but
rebrand
okay,
themselves and this shit. It's out.
okay. How about this? Ask my
Did
question
you
about
only take one damage from?
But you guys, ask my question about the Frozen as a live action.
Weird.
As my question about the live action of Frozen, it's
I'm
kind
joking.
of actually, it kind of actually have been done.
Oh, you thought it was keep going?
Well, I mean, not an actual movie, but
Actually, I thought it was
Elsa.
going to slide a lot sooner than that.
But you know, even though this is also
We'll go
the
on that.
Frozen, Frozen as their own movie characters, its actual movie is a live action, hasn't even been made yet, don't even been thought of. But the actors, or at least the characters, Anna and Elsa,
Yeah, what's up?
they have appeared in an actual TV series called
What
Once.
else? She was, but like, do you know what happened? People decided they didn't like lesbians anymore. That's, I mean, it's kind of true,
You know,
honestly.
You
How
know,
dare you be happy girls in these movies?
you know, okay,
They're
get
happy.
this.
Fuck that shit. Get that out of here. Exactly.
Okay, how about this? There were rumors that Elsa was going to have an actual girlfriend in the second movie. What is the word some rumors about that? That didn't happen. And even though they haven't made their old movie
That's what
of Elsa,
we're talking about. It was going to happen, and then I don't know what happened.
well,
Someone
I mean,
did.
okay, even Elsa and
Yes.
okay,
Was it
okay,
just like
but okay, even
man?
though they, but even
That's not how
so,
that works.
but even so, guys, even Elsa and Frozen, even though the Frozen has even given
Hey,
into like an
Obviously, both of us are
yeah, but even so, but even if the Frozen hasn't given their own actual
just a
live action
general thing. By
movie,
the way, we joke, but both of us are totally fine.
yeah, but
Yeah, I
guys,
mean,
but in general,
whoever makes you happy,
but guys, in general, what do
Just making fun
what
of
do you guys
what people think of them.
guys? What do you think about the live action of Frozen? Do you think it's an even possibility that could happen?
Frozen. Oh shit! I can already hear like a lot of complaints for that.
Because okay, hear me out. Even though they haven't been even given an actual movie of their own yet, but Elsa and Anna had been, live action characters in an actual TV show. Not,
Oh, okay. I
not,
thought you
but
mentioned a movie.
yeah, but not Frozen as a TV show. This was called Once Upon a Time, and this is they actually put random characters in as one fantasy world, but all the characters were living in the same world. And it's just how so it's that possibility that they
We
can so
we
is that
like.
a possibility?
Well, I gotta go eat.
So the chances for a live action version of Frozen is always a possibility. Okay, I even
Man,
saw this,
that's
but okay, I saw this also on YouTube
who are you
only
gonna
about couple days ago. Okay, guys, I also saw this movie, or well, a clip from. I don't know if this is an actual movie or a TV show, but there was this. But this king, he found a magical lamp that contained a genie, and somehow the genie was given his freedom, but he killed the king or sultan by snakes, two vipers, but those vipers were from Agrabah. And I don't know what happened, but this genie, he was in love with someone and he wanted to be with her forever. And so this woman, I don't know if she was a princess or queen or anything or what her role is, she wished so that he could be with her forever, and he was trapped inside in a hand mirror. That's crazy. But a live action version of otherwise of Frozen is a TV as its own national movie. I can actually see that there's a potential for that. But there is one movie I would not approve. Zootopia. If that would have been a live action, hell no. Absolutely not. That is a classic. That's a classic one.
how would that even work?
I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it.
Well, I imagine they would probably do it for Lion King. You mean terribly?
Words. Okay.
Damn,
Uh, okay. Have you guys seen or heard of Never Ending Story?
I haven't heard it.
Huh? Seriously?
Neither have I.
No. Malachi, have
God
you
damn
heard
it!
have you heard of the Never Ending Story?
No.
That's
What the fuck? Really? It's a classic.
Rory, don't you dare die to a no fight.
The classics I loved growing up were, of course, Snow White, Pinocchio, Dumbo, of course, Little Mermaid, interestingly enough, Beauty and the Beast, because Angela Lansbury was in it and did a good job. Grew up with lots of good classics.
Well, to be no,
Sword
yeah,
and Stone included.
True. That's one of my classic. But one of the classic that Disney made as a remake that was a totally screwed up.
There you go,
It's-
George.
Stone.
The, And one of the most classic of one of the classic that Disney remade, what they totally ruined and screwed up, is Dumbo. It's Dumbo. They really messed up. They screwed that movie up really big time. I think that people should be telling Disney should simply quit and or maybe just stop doing remakes. You're just ruining the whole. You just ruined the whole for every fans out there. I mean, you guys probably agree on this. Why would Disney should simply just stop doing those remakes?
Well, they won't stop because you want to know why they won't? Because they make a fuck ton of money. And that's really what
that's about. That's understandable, but you need to make them the way
they don't care about
like similar to how they were made originally.
Yes. True. I mean, look.
Here's my thing.
Look. Okay.
Well, here's my thing.
I mean, just
doesn't matter. To them, it doesn't matter how close they get to the original, right? If it makes money, they're gonna do it. So they don't. It doesn't matter to them. They can do whatever the fuck they want with Aladdin because they own the rights to it, and they're like, well, who cares? It's gonna make us money anyway, so we might as well just not make it at all like how it originally was. And well,
true.
The result is a bunch of angry Disney fans being like, dude, what the fuck are you even thinking, man? It's like,
I feel like considering how some of the news said,
do it.
Yeah, but considering how some of the classical.
How much money did the first live action remake make? Lion King, I mean.
The first one?
Not Jungle Book, even though technically that's the first.
You mean the one that's made like you mean not the one for
2019.
the one that okay 2019 are you talking about boxes profit or in total or did you say like okay are you talking about the box office?
I'm saying like in general how much money did they make back?
Well, the movie in budget, equal to this, has around 250 to 260 million, but in box office, 1.6 billion. But in the new one,
didn't get its money back.
And the new one, what that. That was from the one from last year.
But the thing is,
the one from last year, 719 million. So I'm not even closer to that one. But despite this, Disney really had made so much. I understand that Disney want to make the live actions as to try remake the originals with more CGI style and live action style to focus on the new younger generations. It makes sense in that point of view. But do they have the ability to change? But another thing is, do they really have to change so much of the classical ones? Like Dumbo. In the ending of the original, he's been sent off. He's famous. He's an icon. But in the new one, he's literally been shipped off with his mother to India to an elephant reservation. It's just complete change. And in fact, there's only one other thing. The mouse. But the mouse was from the original. He wasn't even part in the new one either. He wasn't even part of it. So
how was that even allowed?
I don't even know. And
here's another thing. I feel like if you're going to make a live action remake, I feel like I feel like you should do something like this. You either make it more mature or you acknowledge how ridiculous the whole thing is. Right? Like you should make it kind of like self-aware. So that way it's like,
True.
okay, at least it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they acknowledged, hey, how in the world did Nala get all the way to the rainforest? Then that would work, right? Like they acknowledge that makes no sense. Like, where did she even come from? Or have them acknowledge, hey, how did Rafiki even know where Simba was? It never gets explained. Acknowledge that and have him explain it. That could work. You know what I mean?
First,
I feel like
well, she
this
was
is going to be a weird
yeah, well-
comparison if you haven't seen it. I feel like Clear the which they
Well,
also
another
did
thing
live
is-
action did that perfectly. They acknowledge,
But-
hey, this makes no sense. How did this work?
well, she wasn't even aware that he was even
So,
there in the
if they
first
did
place.
something like that, then it would actually work.
Okay, how about this part? How about this though? Mulan. In the original, when they had this Mushu, he was not even in the new version. And without him, the movie isn't even funny that much at all. But they added
Oh, it's
that she has, and then when she had a younger sister in the new movie, okay, I can accept that. They just add a new character in the movie, which is fine. But removing one iconic character in the movie itself, like Mushu, it just makes the whole thing worse. It just makes our statement
The thing
valid in
is,
this.
well,
Many
here's the
fans
other
really
thing
loved
too.
it.
The last Mulan thing that they made, right? No, wait. The last thing that they made with Mulan, technically, was Mulan 2. And in Mulan 2, I don't think you've seen it, Mushu is a monster
Oh, yeah.
in Mulan
Well,
2.
true.
And after
Yeah, but
that
True.
disaster
well, that
happened,
might be
I don't
true.
think they were going to have him.
Roy,
like-
that might be
That's my
That might be-
their logic.
Roy, that might be true, but in the first movie, he was way better from that. But removing him from the first movie, it doesn't even make sense. Why wouldn't they
Yeah,
just
but
do
the
that?
first movie wasn't the most recent movie. The second one
Another
was.
thing is,
So
yeah,
my logic
another-
is like, if it didn't work, my logic is they just thought that it wouldn't be smart
another thing is like
after
in
the backlash
Dumbo.
and whatever.
Yeah, but how about this? Dumbo.
Hmm.
When they decide to just the mouse from the original, he was the one who gave Dumbo the courage. Without him, it's not that like the same thing. And when they had it, the whole ending complete changed. Right from being making him famous as an icon, they just shipped him off to India. And it just that itself also proving that they just making so much drastic change. Or in like a Beauty and Beast. where
Hey,
they decide- it's just how they just doing that. Beauty and Beast, but then all the characters, but they who were turning to add as an item or an
I-
object, they would just
I've
reveal-
seen
they would show
live
them
action
that.
Dumbo. Did they keep the crows? I hope they didn't.
You know what?
The wisecracking crows.
Back in the day, yeah, those characters did not age well.
You know
It
what?
certainly didn't.
You know what? Okay, let's see here.
I don't know if they probably took them out.
That's a human.
I'd imagine they
that's a-
would.
That's a human. That's a human. That's a human. Human.
Well, that kind of stuff was
human,
not okay.
Human. Human.
That's
Uh,
no good.
Human. Human. Well, they've only one.
Well, this shit.
Well,
That's probably a good idea.
According to this, there are no other animals that appear in the cast of Dumbo. Only humans.
Okay, good. So they did get rid of them. That makes sense, honestly, though, because
Yeah, but
I don't think they would have
Why?
gotten away with it this time.
why would they then about the mouse? I mean, he was probably Dumbledore's only friend and the one who gave him the
They got rid of
courage.
it. Come on, that's wait.
Yeah,
Does Dumbo fly in that version?
Wolf.
yeah, he
You
is
got
flying,
How the
but
fuck does he fly then? Wait,
His
what?
ears?
They wait. Let me just acknowledge this real quick. They got rid of the bird, or they got rid of the mouse that gave him the feather to fly, but he still flies. How does he fly? Like, does he still get the feather?
wait a minute. Let's think. Did Dumbo fly in live action? Let's see. I don't even know. I don't even saw the
So he
movie.
can
I don't
just
even
fly
have.
now.
Well, apparently, yeah, he did fly, but
Wait,
he only flies at the end of the movie. Only at the
what
end of
else is
it.
he there to give him the feather? That's simplistic.
It says here that the Dumbo and his mother is in the harbor where they are being boarded on a ship or taken back to their native home in India. And get this, I believe that the entrepreneur who runs his amusement park, who wanted to exploit Dumbo, he is convicted for burning down his own park for insurance money. You know, it's
I
just
just
proving it. It just proves Disney ruins all classical ones. I mean, if
hey,
you removing, if
here's a question. Uh, they did Pinocchio, right? They did a live action movie of Pinocchio.
yeah, they did. It was released in
Did they keep in Pleasure Island?
um. Don't know. Never saw the movie. Not even
I bet
going
you
to.
really busted it.
Let's see. Did you say Pleasure Island?
Oh, you should. Pinocchio's such a good.
I mean, another. Okay, I
Yeah,
seen the.
it's where the
Yeah,
boys go, like midway through the
yeah.
movie.
It happened in the movie. I saw the original Disney's
Okay, good. So they kept that.
Pinocchio. Yeah, but I
Why
only
did you
saw
think they
the.
would?
I
Well, they took all the.
I only, they turned into
So why
donkeys.
wouldn't they get rid of the places too?
The only thing is in this
Like
movie,
the thing is.
okay, get that. I did like the original
Nice
Pinocchio,
save.
but the new version, I'm not gonna see it. Honestly, he is eating right now, Malagai. But Pinocchio as a live action, the remake, I'm not even gonna watch that. I haven't even seen any of the other remakes, only the Aladdin. And I have no intention to see any other movies other from perhaps Lilo and Stitch. I mean, if they've ruined Dumbo and when they also remember Mulan, when they're removing
Oh, dude, that
two
reminds me.
iconic characters. So I mean, they were removing like Mushu from the original movie, from this live action version. It's just icon. This is just
I didn't.
it just ruined. It
That wasn't
just
the right coin.
angers because that angers me because I liked Mushu when in the original but removing him,
So
it's just. Wait.
So here's something. Apparently, like according to some people, because apparently Nintendo like announced it like on an app or whatever. Um, The Legend of Zelda is gonna get a movie, live action movie. So that's gonna be
Wait, on what?
gonna be something. Why are they making it live action?
Wait, of
Beats
what?
me.
Of what?
They're gonna make the Legend of Zelda. They're gonna make a Legend of Zelda movie, and it's gonna be live action.
I mean, that might work. I don't know, but okay.
That's.
Here's
I mean, it
uh,
still makes sense to most of the ones.
okay.
True that.
Here's okay, guys. This is what I read from Pinocchio. Believing that his father was dead, Pinocchio mourns over him, and a magical tears fall from his eye on Geppetto, reviving him. And he tells Pinocchio that despite being a puppet, he has proven himself to be a true boy at heart. And as they were to depart home, Jiminy, or the cricket, narrates the stories that have been told of Pinocchio becoming a real boy, but does not confirm them, stressing that in his heart he was already a real boy. So it turns out he never even turned a real boy in this live action. Or at least as far as I can tell on that. And okay, they at least kept
Figaro.
yeah, Figaro. Well, actually, you remember from the original, that fox and the cat that were those the bad guys who tricked Pinocchio. At least they appear in this version. At least they appear in it. And okay, I give them credit for just keeping those, because if they had changed those two into humans, I would have been not happy. And I'm saying though, I'm saying that they really had messed up in so many of the classical iconic movies.
The first time I watched Pinocchio, and I was like, "Oh, good lord!" The one line that really got me with what the the big fox said. Um, uh, he said, "Remember the time I tied strings on you and cast you off as a puppet?" I was
Hmm.
like, "Good grief!"
Well, at least the other thing is non-speaking characters is Figaro, Cleo, and Monstro, that giant sea monster. But Monstro,
The Kraken's future husband.
Okay, I'm back.
well, you may okay,
Kobu jump scare.
okay,
What?
What?
guys, you remember that Monstro from the Pinocchio
Oh,
in the classical one? Is a giant. That is a whale, a sperm whale. But the thing is, in the Pinocchio book, the novel of him,
well, you're dead.
it's not that is not even a whale in the original. In the original Pinocchio, he's not even a whale. He's actually he's more like a dogfish. And a dogfish is real species. It's a shark.
Hey, Spears,
But
did you see what I said in private chat?
yeah, I saw it. But
Wow.
honestly, I think Disney should not even work on any more remakes. It just it's just going to show you they're ruining it so many already. then why in the heck would they continue to do those little movies? Seriously, fans and viewers, they should just boycott.
Oh, I just thought of something. What if they made
It's a
a remake of
miracle. I smelled smoke for the first time ever.
What would happen if they made a remake of MLP Generation 1?
Well, that okay. That might actually since I don't know. Oh,
Honestly, I did
okay.
not see that one, but I do know T-Rex was in it.
Well, Equestria is only from G4 and G5. It was not even part of G1 or G2 or G3. That wasn't even
Yeah,
around
I
the
know
time.
that. But some of the ponies were.
Makes me so mad.
Okay, how about this? If they were to make a live action of the MLP,
Do you not get crushed?
what about they made one they had humans in it?
Oh, right, that's right.
Yeah.
You don't get crushed in this.
Because there is actually, I believe it's in G3, where they actually had two sisters of humans. Megan is where the older one is. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
I was
it was. I think MLP4 was the first full pony
Oh, sorry.
series with
Yeah.
with no humans in it.
yeah, and I believe it's also in the G2 or it's a G. No, I think it's a G2 when they
Oh, bro, do you
Yeah.
remember the? Do you remember the MLP G3.5?
Oh, you mean Pony Life?
No, not G4, G3
Don't think so. Never even heard of it.
with the
Wasn't
baby
one of those?
Voodoo.
Didn't one of the early versions of MLP have an Applejack in it, and as well as a few kid characters?
Yeah,
Oh, you mean
but
like
I remember
baby
seeing
Voodoo
Voodoo?
was a full
Small
pony,
things?
I think.
Well, to be fair, even G3 is literally hated by many fans.
Also, bro, I remember the fucking theme song of Rainbow Dash always dressed in style.
Even
Ugh.
though the
Can you
G3,
imagine the
I think it's,
actual
I
like
You
think
would have
re-
never
Rainbow Dash?
the first time you draw breath, you creep.
I think it's G. I even think it was
Yeah,
a
he's so
G3 or G2. I think it's a G2 or G3 where Jack can
Can
play
I know the turn now?
like a male
No,
character.
you cannot have the turn. I'll give you the controller right there. Yeah. Clean up this area.
So how long this stream's gonna last?
We're gonna be here a while.
But honestly, if Hasbro actually is going to follow through with more G4, then I guess I would be okay with it. Or whatever they have playing with their universe.
Well, I mean,
I
even
mean, they
our
they
friend,
should have
even
done
as,
a G4.5 with the characters,
well, they
getting married.
Yeah.
the closest
No,
to G.
But
G
honestly,
no G4
at the
is
end,
fucking funny life.
Yeah, and
honestly,
that
at the end of
sucks.
MLP, I was expecting Flash Sentry to be with Twilight, but it did not happen.
And everyone was expecting Rainbow to be with Soren. Not
Yeah,
Angel.
I remember. Oh, bro, the reaction y'all had to have when it was confirmed she went with Applejack instead.
Well, actually, and personally, I was expecting maybe um um Rainbow.
Oh man.
with-
Well, you know,
I ex- I had actually expected like
he's the coolest guy.
I had a-
Fuck a lesbian.
I have to,
Wait,
I
what?
have to I don't even get that joke. But But to be fair, I thought maybe the rainbow actually ended up being with Applejack.
I mean,
You're
true,
like-
they were childhood friends.
Yeah, but there were even some signs maybe that Rainbow and
Yeah.
Fluttershy would end up as a couple. They were all more older friends.
Yeah, but instead, Fluttershy go with Ditko.
I mean,
Well, cool. That is not even confirmed.
well, yes, he lives with her, and now.
Well, Kubo,
Again, I jumped.
Kubo. It doesn't necessarily mean even if they're living together, it doesn't even have to mean they are even married. You know, they can just simply be roommates for God's sake.
I mean, even some people wanted to see, Sweetbell with Spike, considering Rarity was a bit more older than the other girls.
I wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised if
I
that
couldn't
fans.
do ship Spike with Sweetie Belle, to be honest, but
I wouldn't be surprised if there are some fans.
on the other hand, there's also Button Match, but he's not canon. Well, he is, but we just don't really see him.
He only saw him once.
Take City Bell away from me, you asshole! She's mine! That's right.
But
I'm a mess.
but
Play my
if
games.
Well,
they
the
did
main
want-
one-
Get video games.
But if the one reason they didn't want Rainbow to be with Soren is because he's voiced by a guy who is a little bit older in age than the cast of the girl than the cast that voiced the main six, then that's just wrong because technically Rainbow and Soren are kind of around the same age because if you remember the story with Rainbow's parents, Soren was part of the flight camp when Rainbow was, as well as Fleetfoot and Spitfire.
Yeah, I remember that.
Underling was there back then.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there were even fans that even would say would have been preferred Spike with Twilight in the end.
Bro, but
No
at
way.
first, I
Well,
did
because-
not know that Rainbow was, into Maris. I
What's
thought she was
live?
I mean, considering
Surprise.
even though that Spike and even Spike and Twilight would actually work, even though they aren't even
There's two stars in this series.
Okay, first, how we can see them as almost sibling
You wanted to be the Bowser.
kind of relationship, or
Oh, yeah, that's
kind of,
right.
I don't even know. But honestly,
Oh god,
I
you
don't
just
understand- I don't
reminded me of
think-
that one
okay.
episode where that one dragon pretends to be Spike's father, and then Spike breaks Twilight's heart.
mm-hmm. But personally, I prefer even Twilight for Luna otherwise. And
Yeah.
also because that Luna is my favorite, because it's just, well,
But I can understand him being like a brother to Twilight, considering
Also, I find it kind of funny that aside from Cadence,
All
none
right.
of the princesses got
all
together.
right, you
with...
rude ass.
What?
You interrupted him.
yeah.
I mean,
But
okay.
But considering there are many characters, that's okay. From the very start, when like Lyra, Sweet Drops, when they're introduced, many start shipping it right away. Many have even shipped Vinyl with Octavia right away. But
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But here's another thing. Throughout the entire from season 1 to season 9, every time when Vinyl appeared, or at least Dijon Pomfrey, what she's officially known as, the thing is, she never spoke. Not once. Many wondered if she's even alive, or if she's actually, even if she can even talk. Even when in Slice of Life, when Octavia had her speaking lines, Vinyl appeared. They even practice in their common home. But did she have any speaking lines? No, not a single word. Not even in Equestria Girls, she never even spoke either.
That's true.
Because many wonder, is it
Because
possible that she?
I think the
Because
fandom only
You do that.
yeah, but I mean,
I don't
many may
know.
wonder. Many fans may actually be wonder, is she complete mute? Well, technically no, because in the comics she do speak.
That's it. Take it.
But even if
It's not my
but
wallet.
even if but so even if that she speaks in the comics, then why didn't they allow her to speak in the show and action though? Hmm? Think about that.
Well, the comics ain't canon.
Uh, that that's debatable to a certain extent. Some comics may actually be canon, others may not even be, depending on what situation where its number is. Is I can give you an example. In the comics where Skitterloos on so first appearing, and when they appear in the show, it's a way huge difference in the design. And there is even one other character, Princess Iris. She is
24.
this she is Discourse cousin from an Ultimate Universe. I'm just saying though, it's just how to say this, but many throughout the season 1 and season 9, there are always
There goes
opinions
Bowser.
and many speculations on who's gonna be the next shipping. And when they introduce like Cheese Sandwich when he interacts with Pinky and Rainbow and all, many started shipping him with Pinky right away. And boom, they end up being couple in the end. So
yeah.
but the same thing as for many as for like Rainbow with Fluttershy. After all, both are from Cloudsdale. Both are oldest friends. They should have been more like they would should have since Fluttershy or so Rainbow.
Oh, thank you. Actually,
Rainbow wouldn't easily
body
have
bomb.
since Rainbow would easily know things about
The damn controller.
Fluttershy, like her hobbies, what makes her cry, what things make her happy, and all that. She knows more about. She knows Fluttershy better than any of the other friends does.
I'm not.
And the same, and this, and the same thing is vice versa for like um, for Twilight and Spike, because she literally took care of them throughout
Controller.
all his years. They know each other better than anyone. So it's just how to say this, but it's just how we've been saying it. Many fans made what the series going on. Many speculated who's gonna be the next shipping or like that. As a, okay, but like G5, many assumed Hitch and Sunny would end up being a couple, since both are Earth ponies at birth, and they have known each other for a very since they were born, and many assume like that. And so yeah, it's just how they're saying this, but despite how many shippings that there have been for what the time, and especially in one episode when Discord and when Angel and Fluttershy change bodies, and when Fluttershy is saying that one day she's gonna marry Discord, but that's not even her, that's Angel. So when fans saw that, they were assuming that Angel was somehow could read, was somehow had access to Fluttershy's memories or something, and that were like, oh yeah, they're confirming there's a Fluttershy and Discord is a couple. But in fact, we don't. We don't even know that for a fact if that is even real or not. That may actually be, I mean, oh yeah, that's simple, but it isn't. It might be saying they are now that. And even when Fluttershy came out of the portal that Discord opened, and he gave her a bag with some snacks in it, it doesn't necessarily meaning that they are married or even dating at all. Because it's just that she may have been in his home dimension provided as their as friends. But here's another thing that Kubo,
Yes.
and this is also confirmed since since G4 ended and when G5 started, many wondered what happened to Discord. Well, it is later confirmed that he was still much alive in G5, which is centuries taken set to take place centuries later in G from G4. But he was no longer living his own dimension. He was living beneath the caverns or caves of the former Candelot. So, so many wonder why was he just simply living in caves underneath the former capital city, not in his own dimension? Well, that's another thing. We don't really know what happened to it. It's maybe because it's might have different reasons, like say he when the magic disappeared, that meant also his own magic was gone. Because it turns out that his own magic was directly linked to pony magic. So it may possibility that without the magic, he may not
I didn't
he
mean
could
to
even
throw us on the edge.
so without his magic, it clearly been showing that he may not even be able to go back to his own dimension. But there's also a possibility with the magic simply gone. It may also say that his own dimension, Chaosville, may have ceased to exist. Like since his dimension, his magic is connected to pony magic, and since he, at least presumably that he, oh actually, since he created Chaosville with his own magic, so it's more likely that with the magic gone, his dimension just simply ceased to exist. It's just for fact how dependent, how connected it were to the to magic of the others. And even when the magic came back, did he even go back to the quest to the Darkness Dimension? He didn't. He remained in the cavern, but he actually became a good friend to the new main six. But it just been as many one like the what the season from that series, many shippings have been made. You know, like Soren with Spitfire, Spitfire with Soren with Rainbow, um, Rarity with Celestia, and many more, and that's just just allowed to count. But how many of those ships, despite how many shippings that they were made from the fans, how many was even confirmed? Well, there's two of them. At least that one. Only two of them was confirmed. Pinky, Cheese, Lyra, Sweeter Drops, or Bomb
Oh yeah.
Bomb. They were
Oh
only
yeah.
one. The only
Pinkie Pie with Caesar and their kid. Oh, that had to get a lot of reactions. Just Pinky being
yeah.
a mom.
Well, many actually, I mean, many did. I mean, many actually saw or at least thought that Pinky's child was actually a girl, but it is a boy, Lil Cheese. And why
Yeah.
people, but why was it that people assumed that there was a girl? The eyelashes. And even though that even Big Mac, he has a he has a son which is named Big Sugar. No joke.
Yeah.
And I mean, many wondered like what happened to like many assumed like say many had even shipped uh Rarity with Applejack, something like that. So it's just um I have no idea. I mean, well, Kubo, it's just how many other shippings were, you know, the CMC never even showed any form of romance in the show. Not with any other characters.
Yeah, that's true.
They never did. The only one that they showed imagine any form of romance when they were trying to make set up with Big Mac with Miss Shirley. That's the closer thing. But you know what that happened. And then many wondered, like, Scootaloo, was she simply handicapped? Well, she were. Otherwise, because her
Yep.
wings never grew
I
any
think
larger during
it
the
is
time.
because
I love how Kobo jumped in to defend Scootaloo.
I mean,
A
to
true
be fair,
romantic
is
Delroy.
an inspiration to pretty much all the people who have an handicap or a disability.
That ain't technically true. Depends on your definition of handicap, I guess. Um, but dude, where you going? I'm going to, I'm going to worlds beyond.
But honestly, I'm I'm surprised that none of the magic users uh suggested to use their magic to fix or repair the
Let's go.
disability.
Go this way. I'm going forward.
I mean,
Or not.
what?
Wait, what happens if I die here?
Then you die.
Not what I meant, genius. Oh! You're not gonna touch that, are you? Destroy it! I destroyed it. And now I'm dead. I found the core. Anyway. Well, okay.
Now you're thinking with portals. Yes, I had to do it.
God damn it. Why is it every time I give you the controller, something crazy happens?
What? Oh. I don't know why I thought I saw a Pikachu in there.
That's not a Pikachu, that's a rabbit!
I know, but the color got me confused.
Okay. Hold on. That's just like. Oh! He has no eyes. I'm gonna leave. I don't want to talk about eyeless Jack, okay? Okay.
a buddy with no eyes. Goddamn.
Welcome to B3313.
Oh, it's a slender bunny. You know, like Slender Man?
Slender Bunny. Oh snap! He's actually kind of. He's kind of chill with it. But yes, that square thing that I definitely didn't just walk up to and just make disappear was called a core. You're meant to find it, and I did. But usually it crashes the game. In this version, no, it doesn't crash the game because the N64 is awesome. I don't think the N64 could handle that. No one can handle that. The N64 could do some crazy shit if you know what you're doing with it.
Yeah, that's if you know
Oh,
what you do with it.
get along. It's a wow, right?
Also, holy shit, that looks like a fucking bloody sector.
What? What you mean that?
Because of the red, it looks like there's blood everywhere.
Again, welcome to B3313. You'll find this game is very obsessed with being freaky and weird. I've never seen the core before this though. That was the first. Or I haven't experienced it yet. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but it's cool that we found it.
It's been 2 hours. You said 1 hour.
I did say probably, did I not?
Wait, I'm gonna go check.
Probably. Probably is like a better way to say maybe. Because you could be a dick and say never mind. Yup! You float in that air, Mario! Makes sense to me. Someone help, I'm stuck like this. You got a power star. Would you like to save? Actually, I would hate to save. If I save right now, I'm gonna fucking scream. Well, don't worry, Roy. You don't have to scream. Because I will not. Actually, that's technically a lie. I just did save, so. Ah!
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what are you doing to the body?
What did you think I was gonna do with it? Don't answer that.
I don't think you want to know.
Look, I already got my food earlier. You don't have to worry about it. Or Phil? What kind of Phil are we talking about? You're gonna have to ask Peach that one. But let me tell you, it was great. I had a lot pent up, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Why do you think I wear overalls? Because he's a plumber. That was my daytime job.
I mean,
Oh wait, it's the other way.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
you
get
do-
another turn for a while, am I? Nope.
I mean, I guess you do go up her pipe a lot.
Good thing you picked this way, but what can you expect at the other side of the door? I don't know. Can you tell me? No? Okay.
Red eyes, red eyes. It's evil Kofu. Okay, no.
He doesn't look anything like you.
I know, but as soon as I see red eyes, it's the only thing you can think of.
What he does?
Except,
Chicken,
you know,
chicken,
what?
chicken,
Yeah.
chicken. So,
Oh,
it is still cool with the chicken. Who else?
why? What did they do?
So,
Or what did they not do?
I don't know, ruin mankind's future.
What?
What the fuck?
What did you? Oh
Alright,
no!
sure. Cool. Mario's just gonna go up for no reason. I was curious, okay? I forgot a parachute. It's not even any parachutes in this game.
The reason why Kubo is a menace to mankind is because he's a jerk.
Come on, I'm not that much of a jerk.
Could be worse.
Oh my god, it's
Could have been a maniac.
telling me that.
Maniac on the floor. Oh fuck! You got me the fucking song in the head.
Man, I ain't gonna listen to me.
And
I threw it on the
maniacs. We
ground.
are animaniacs.
I don't need no handouts.
Uh,
I'm an
so,
adult.
so
Please.
question is, Smash and Pass still happening?
Yeah, I'm still up for that. You
Well, that
can't
depends
buy
when.
me stuff, man. This at the farmer's market. Who's texted me?
Is perhaps with Santa Claus, aka Kubo Jr.
What?
It's going to your Santa Claus. What apparently, what did
Oh,
Kobo
no.
fuck Mr. Santa?
I don't think you would want Junior to do that. He's kind of dog these days.
Well, to be fair, he wouldn't even want to be related to Kubo, not me. There is actually one bad guy that reminds me of Kubo.
Who?
Hawkmoth.
Your con?
Huh?
Hawkmoth. You know, from Reckless Ladybug.
You know what? I could kind of see that actually.
I can see
Yeah.
I can see Roy as the bodyguard in the Gabriel's family, Adrian's family, who is known as a gorilla.
Man, if that was gonna be any villain, you already know.
Yeah, Eggman.
I mean,
Who else do you think I do?
to be a bodyguard, he would have to learn how
You
to
already
defend.
know. There you go.
Well, Kupo, have you seen anything much of the Reckless Ladybug?
Nope.
Well, newsflash.
Yeah.
Hawkmoth, aka Gabriel, Adrian's father, is dead.
Hell, but not as pale as he is. Folks,
He died in it.
folks,
He sacrificed
do I look
himself.
pale? Am I pale? Am I a little bit?
So that,
Okay.
but
That's
that
what I
also
figured. I was
leaves
just making sure.
Adrian. That even leaves Adrian home, orphan.
That's a
But
good question. No,
his
no, no.
legal guardian for Adrian is his father's assistant. Since Adrian is only 14, and many fans started chipping him with Marionette right away. And sure enough, they actually end up a couple. Kubo, have you ever heard of a show called Atomic Betty?
Wait, I actually did see it when I was young.
Did you?
Nebula.
Yes.
Have you guys ever heard of or seen Atomic Betty? I believe it was a Cartoon Network series.
What?
Have you guys ever heard or seen a show called Atomic Betty?
I haven't.
Oh, hey, I did see it.
I literally saw it myself, and
Dare go inside this door. I will do whatever the I want.
get this. This is not
Hey,
even
that's
American.
my line.
You know, Kobo, you're really surprised that Atomic Betty is not even an American show.
Well, it does have a lot of action in it, so it's not really that surprising. Anything that has good action in it is kind of American.
No, I mean, no. The show is not even made in America.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
made
actually,
in
you know,
Canada.
since I'm here, I might as well.
It's made in Canada and France.
oh.
Yeah. I literally saw it, and it was pretty good.
I'm gonna go get the next Red Star.
Oh god, your TV is glitching.
Really?
No, it's fine.
I don't see it.
It might just be the game itself.
Or it's probably Kubo's.
And I can't tell whether or not it's meant to happen because it's B3313. It is a little further away than I usually do, so I might want to put it a little closer. A little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. All right. And the fuck did you just send up? Yeah! It never gets old. Hey, you want to see something stupid? I always want to see something stupid. What do you need to show us? Well, did you hear that? What? I heard like a hissing sound. Maybe it's just the food. I really hope it is. What's up that? Wait. I saw something up there. There's something up there. I'm going up there. I'm going up. I'm going up. I'm going up. Or not.
What? Okay.
I thought I was going up. Mario cannot get up here. Damn it, I forgot how to jump again. Damn this terrible memory of mine.
I mean, to be fair, Mario is the jump master.
Like you.
Sure I can.
So, how long is the stream gonna last?
We'll figure it out. You got no clue, do you?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, even though he said on Discord, not that long, but knowing him, more likely gonna be this for 4 or 5 hours or something. So yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any smash or pass. It's more likely that game guy is more focused on the game rather than anything else.
Here, this is what we're gonna do. Let's get 60 stars, which we're only 9 away from getting, and then we'll end the stream. Alright, bye. That sound good to you, Swedish?
You can play as long as you You can play as long you want. I don't care. It's your stream, not mine.
True that. So, how's everyone doing?
We're doing good.
Not much. Did some shopping today with my dad and went over there for a few hours since we kind of celebrate his birthday today, since it's actually his birthday is actually the next day, but he's not gonna be he's gonna do something else tomorrow. So, and I don't even know if my brother is available tomorrow.
I'll wish him a happy birthday for us. If you would. Which probably.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, you know what? We'll get to 55.
Is your mom
Great.
is your mom working or is she retired?
What?
Is your mom working or is she retired?
No, she's still working.
Okay.
Well, not right. Well, it means she just got out of work. But
yeah, I
she's
mean,
still working.
yeah, but yeah,
The
I
house,
remember
the
your
house is
dad.
closer to her work. I'm so glad you stopped using those headphones because your ears would have been dead.
What?
What the hell did you do?
What? What happened?
What did you do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
Did you have to scream that out loud? Seriously?
That was a Kofu.
I don't think that was.
Huh. Well, then, let's Casper then. I don't even know.
That was me.
Was it? Huh. Couldn't even
Yeah.
tell.
Die.
Rawr. That's how Koval growls. It's just rawr. Not like that.
Oh, you did not want cover to growl.
Koval, I don't know what to say to you.
Oh, and definitely
Koval,
not
why don't
more
you
else
suck
either
Scootaloo's
because
What?
what?
I said, why don't you suck Scootaloo's dick?
Oh, come on.
He probably does that all the time. And lick grass.
Of course she does. That's what it is, Scooter.
No. Don't you go into that scenario.
Oh, he's
Julie.
I think we hate you.
Echo was licking her ass.
There ain't no way I'm gonna see her as a futa. Oh no.
Oh, you do.
Thank you. At least you have class. Why is that class? Because girls shouldn't have dicks. Easy as that.
And girls
Unless you're
shouldn't have.
transgender.
Well, we know Kova's
And
dick is
girls
farther
have-
than Mars's.
Nah, not really. It's so
What the
tiny
hell
that
is
you
this
need
last
the
friend
microscope.
talking about? I don't know. I'm
What?
trying to find it.
Wait, what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
What did you say?
I'm trying to find the
Nothing,
last
nothing.
red coin. I said, where the hell's
Why
this
do
last
I
red
smell
coin?
burning? What the hell do I smell burning?
Well, mom's cooking food, so maybe you smell that. There's no way for
What?
him to smell that.
I don't even
Well,
know if
maybe
it's burning
technology
or...
got better. Where the fuck is this last red coin?
I don't even know if it's actually
You know what?
burning or maybe...
Get the red coins. Get the star at the bottom of the... I'll get the star
You
on
know,
the ship.
Oh,
it's not
don't
even
get me started.
I don't think it's that burning. I think it was like wood oil or something.
Power star! Why is this still night? Wait a minute! Ah! Kyle,
It's me.
what the fuck did you do?
It's me.
I see it.
Private chat.
I don't know what I
I
did! Shit! Kyle! What the fuck did you do?
What was that?
Uh-oh. What did he do?
He
I
crashed
didn't
again.
do anything! I'm just playing the game, dude! That's all I'm doing, man! Oh, God! What did you do? It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's not okay. Oh boy. I went the wrong way. I want to see something. Hurry. She is here. I didn't think that was going to happen. I went through that. I was expecting to go to Pleasant Falls, and you want to know what happened? The game said you're not going that way. Oh shit! What did you do? I don't know what I did. I think you fucked up by pressing that fucking I think you fucked up when you pressed that machine thing.
No shit, Sherlock.
All I did was touch. I didn't do anything.
What? Okay, that. Okay.
God fucking
I
damn it!
don't think.
Why can't I
don't think
have nice
Google-
things?
And I don't think Google saw the private chat.
I did see it.
I didn't answer it. That's because we don't even have the private chat up right now.
I can
Get
always
in
bring
the
that-
way! Now I don't even want to play against. What the hell did you do to this fucking file? I didn't do anything! It sent me there by random! I went through that painting. I was expecting to do something cool,
I was gonna see something, but you want to know what the game said? It said, "Fuck you, you're going somewhere else."
Yeah, I'm playing Kubo.
Of course, like
Well,
always.
let's try that again. Take 2. There we go. That's better. All right. This is where I wanted to go before, and then I don't know what happened. The game said you're not doing that today. Certainly did. You've been doing too good this game. Decided to screw around with it. I only have 3 red stars. We only have 3 red stars. God, the challenge is gonna be so fun. Oh
Whoa,
God. And how are you? I'm doing well. Gaming in the past and beyond, also known as retro, which I totally didn't realize.
Gaming in the past and beyond. Is that one of from Triforce?
Remember Retro? Like he used to join on streams?
Is that him?
That's him. Yep, he changed his name.
Huh.
One of the pleasant bliss of all, so I relax after so many battles.
Well,
I'm so sorry, but I don't recognize any of these battles at all. I don't remember there being so many latitudes. Also, why is there like 30 Oompas? What in the world did I do? Pressing that, but
I have
pressing that,
no idea.
that cord broke everything. Damn it, Kyle. I didn't think it was going to do anything. I walked up to it. I walked up to that core, and I was like, cool. This is something that I want to show off and we have never seen before. I didn't think it was going to break everything.
Whoop-de-doo.
Also, it's nice to hear that our audio is actually cooperating. I didn't think it would. Right. All right. We're at 55. There's an extra Swedish.
Hmm?
There are 2 Swedishes. For some reason, there's 2 Swedish Diablos in the thing.
Really? That's weird.
I don't know if I kick this Swedish one thing. I don't know if it's gonna kick you too. So no, it doesn't kick you. All right, cool. All right, I think we're gonna end the stream there because clearly, whatever I did, I kind of messed up this file. Damn it, Kyle! How you always do this? I don't know. I want to know if this is as much as you do.
Boy.
Anyway. That's gonna be it for today. I don't know what I did. All I did was press a button and it kind of broke everything. At least now we know what it is, I guess. But so if we ever want to fuck around even more, we can just. We'll figure it out. Anyway. Oh yeah, next time I stream is gonna be my birthday. So and it's gonna be a fun time. But yeah, so hope you all enjoyed that. It was so shocking, even he doesn't know how to respond to it. I just wanted to go to Pleasant Falls. It did not want me doing that. Anyway, we'll see you all next time for the fourth adventure of B3313, whenever that'll be. But anyway, yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Hasta la vista, baby. I will be back.
Uh,
And we will be waiting. Galvo.
Yes. Oh yes. And don't forget, stay covalicious.
And if you see Kubo, run.
If you see Trump, run faster. If you see Biden, run
Musk,
fastest.
If you see Elon Musk, hide.
You hide your Muppets. Anyway. Hey, goodbye.
If you see